Generations plays reality from the ghetto to society.
Mutu, Shu, DJ PS, Percy Sleash SA mo space in sa gago. Mo gapa di khomotsa na tsa sakeng. Monato senkana ka sepe. Say my name, baby.
PS.
Say my name, baby.
Percy Sleash.
It's entertainment time!
Damn.
Welcome to it. It is indeed another exciting episode of Culture Spotlight podcast. Percy Sleash a mo space in Sahara. Man, it is indeed Silamasincha 2024. And yeah, man, this is our season 3 episode yantla this year. And we are live broadcasting Soshanguve Hotel. That is where we are. But then speaking of Soshanguve, we have someone who's doing extraordinary things Soshanguve, man, and she goes by the name of Boitshepo Lamola, who is indeed Miss Teen International South Africa 2024. What a title, man. Welcome to Culture Spotlight podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man, you can greet our Culture Spotlighters at home.
Hello everyone, my name is Boitshepo Lamola and I'm your Miss Teen Universal South Africa 2024. I'll be representing South Africa in Lima, Peru this year. I'm a strong advocate for education, gender-based violence and mental health.
Yeah. Well, we are broadcasting live from Soshanguve, and you are someone I don't know. I was reading your biography, but then I remember reading where it said you once lived with your grandmother.
Yeah, sure.
But then and also came back Soshanguve. Are you born and bred here?
Yes, I am born and bred here, but I had to live with my grandmother in Limpopo because my mom had to work this side, and then after she was done with everything, that's when I came back this side.
Oh yeah. So which year was that? Like how old were you?
I'm not sure. I was probably 6.
Yeah.
5, 6. Yeah, because I remember I started my primary school this side.
Oh, so, yeah. You are holding a very big title, I must say. But then, we just want just a quick background about you, your upbringing, and from where you are now. So, your first primary school, what's the name?
Catering West End Primary School in town CBD.
Oh, yeah.
It was really a tough time for me. Because I was being bullied a lot.
Really?
A lot. Yeah. Not only for my skin, but also my weight.
Oh.
My weight, yeah. I was a bit chubby, you know. Yeah.
Oh, no, chubby.
See like this, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I was super chubby.
Yeah.
I remember there was this guy who used to sit next to me in maths class.
Oh, yeah.
That guy used to bully me so much. Yeah. So like growing up, it stuck into my mind. Okay, I'm being looked at as like mushimani, and I don't fit in the category panyana, stuff like that. But then I got introduced to modeling, and then that's when I got my self-confidence.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So obviously now from primary school, obviously now you were being bullied. This thing, it carried on, and then you had to at some point like gain your self-confidence.
Yes.
What is it so inspiring? No, actually, you know what? Apart from me being bullied, I'm gonna be this person.
So I feel like this modeling industry built me into the person I wanted to become. And also from the support of my family as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly my mom and my sister. They would always push me. Be like, if you don't push yourself, you're not going to get where you want to be.
Yeah.
So like Leona, made me push every time. And then my first pageant, I didn't win my first pageant. I think it was a school pageant.
Yeah.
And then I started going out and I started doing local pageants.
Oh, yeah.
Then that's when I saw, you know what, I belong here. And then, as I said, this modeling industry can build you. So it definitely did that.
Yeah. Wow. So there are a lot of young people, I can say, they would one day wanna be but then some of the challenges can you please just share them with us?
It had to be negative comments.
Yeah.
In this industry, people made it look like as a model you have to be skinny.
Oh yeah.
And then people just made it normal, as a model you need to be skinny. So I remember my first classes, there were a lot of girls, there were a lot of stunning girls, and then they were skinny, tiny waist, tall. I was like, you know what, I don't fit here. And I remember crying myself to bed, and then I woke up the next day. I was like, no, I don't have to cry just because other people look like this and I look like that. So I have to push myself to get to where I want to be. This is not just a dream, but it's something I really want to achieve.
Wow. And here then we are hanging out with Ms. Tin, Universal South Africa 2024, and she goes by the name of Boitshepo Lamola. If there might be something you guys at home would like to ask her, you can just make sure that you subscribe onto our channel, and just make sure that you ask her anything. She is here to answer all your questions. From Soshanguve to now being Miss Teen Universal, I just want us to talk about that. Obviously, we do know the environment. The environment there, Soshanguve, it's rare. Yes, there are a lot of people who made it from Soshanguve, but then speaking about the environment, Soshanguve, how were you able to have a different mindset and be like, I want to see myself entering this pageant?
So I grew up watching my mom and my sister working hard for what they want. Mostly my sister. I would say she struggled a lot. And she got to where she wanted to be right now. Like she's where she has ever wanted to be. So, and I also grew up in dusty roads, and I didn't want to see myself there. I was like, nah, when I get to this certain age, I want to see myself out of here. I want to be somewhere different, And also looking at Boz or Zibini, I was like, okay, they've outgrown themselves. Like they've grown from where they've been to where they are right now. So I'd also want to be there. Look at me right now.
Wow, man. Let us just quickly take a break, and when we come back, we are just going to be continuing. It is indeed a Culture Spotlight podcast.
This station plays reality from the ghetto to society.
Mutu, Shu, DJ Percy, Percy Sleash SA space in Soshanguve. Gapa di khomotsana tsa sakeng. Monato senkana ka sepe. Say my name, baby.
P.S.
Say my name, baby.
Percy Sleash.
It's entertainment time.
Damn.
Yeah, man, welcome back. If you just tuned in, it is indeed a Culture Spotlight podcast. Percy Sleash SA spacing Soshanguve. With me here, I am with Ms. Teen International South Africa 2024, man. I want us to play a game.
Okay.
Center yourself and cement yourself. Space yourself and cement yourself. Whose words are those?
So Zibini Twinzy.
I am an African. Whose quote is that?
My quote.
Yeah, man. As you can see, she's not just a beautiful face, man. She also has the brains. But then now, from where you are, Miss Teen Universal South Africa 2023-2024. I want to ask you about the journey. Like Ufitile yang to this title. Tell us about when you started entering these pageants.
Okay. When I started this pageant, I think I was in grade 7.
Yeah.
But then for me to get this title,
Yeah.
I entered Miss Teen Grand South Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was the most hectic, if that's the right word to use,
Yeah.
the most hectic competition I've ever entered, and the first international pageant
Yeah.
ever. I remember for me to get to top 5, it was super hectic, but I told myself, oh yeah, I know I'm going to get into top 5.
Yeah.
But for me to get to top 3, it was a mission. Because I remember at top 5, they asked us questions, and I blacked out.
Oh.
Yeah, I literally blacked out,
Yeah.
but I answered the question, but I blacked out.
Yeah.
And then when we went backstage, before they called top 3, I sat down backstage and I was like, nah, I don't think I'm going to make it.
Yeah.
And then they called my name, and I blacked out again.
Jeez.
I was like, are they calling me?
Yeah.
Like me?
Yeah.
The people were like, go,
Yeah,
go,
it's
go.
you.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I went on stage, and then I made it to top 2, and
Yeah.
that was something amazing. And then I felt like being in this industry has made me has built me
Yeah.
to become a leader, has built me to inspire other people,
Yeah.
inspire young girls and also boys as well. So I'm really proud of myself.
Yeah. So now I want to know, Hore, as Miss Teen Universal South Africa, what is your duty?
Okay, so right now I'm focusing on my foundation, Bilamo Foundation.
Bilamo Foundation,
Yes.
yeah.
Which is meant for students in schools, communities, and like society at large. So as I said, I'm a strong advocate for education, mental health, and gender-based violence.
Yeah.
So every month I'm focusing on each advocacy, you know. So this month I'm focusing on education, where I donate school books,
Oh,
school
nice.
shoes,
Yeah.
school uniform, stuff like that.
Mental health is a very serious
True.
challenge, Hotsangari issue that we come across, especially as young people. What is your experience with mental health as a whole?
I've realized that when you're going through such, you don't normally talk about it.
Yeah.
There are other people that go through such phases as suicidal thoughts, stuff like that. And I can also say I've been through that as well. I've been in hospital for so many times because of that.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't talk about such things a lot. So if we provide such spaces, such opportunities to talk about such things, we can get a lot from that.
Oh, yeah. So now, obviously, as someone Soshanguve, holding this title, what does it mean for Soshanguve?
I come from dusty roads.
Yeah.
I've spoken to myself. I've taught myself, if I want to get to this point, I need to get myself out of this place.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen how we've grown from such places.
Yeah.
As I said, my mom and my sister have been through the most.
Oh, yeah.
And I've learned from them, if you from more to this place, you need to work hard.
Oh,
you need to submit yourself. You need to be in a place where you don't feel comfortable to get to such places. So I've pushed myself and I've worked hard.
Yeah. So I want to understand how it works. I know for a fact that Miss South Africa, there are a lot of things. Let's say, for instance, when you become Miss South Africa, I know that there's a car that's involved, apartment for a year, and also there are things like your makeup for a year, or there's a clothing brand that comes and say for this period. I want to know when it comes to Ms. Teen, the benefits of taking the crown of being Ms. Teen Universal.
So such organizations are not as big as Miss South Africa, Miss Universe, So, but we do get opportunities such as photo shoots for a year, vacations for a period of time. So far for Miss Teen Grand and Miss Teen Universal, I've gotten photo shoots for like 2 years and clothing from like different brands as well.
Nice.
And also I've been to radio stations, I've been to podcasts such as these.
Yeah.
And I've also gotten opportunities to meet different celebrities and also
to network.
Yes, and also big organizations such as Miss South Africa, but under Miss South Africa, it's IJM, International Junior Miss South Africa. Yeah.
So now, tell us about the first day, man, being a Miss Teen. How was it like?
It was okay. To be honest, I was still in shock.
Yeah,
I was super in shock. As I said, I entered Miss Teen Grand before I got Miss Teen Universal.
Oh yeah.
I was literally in shock, and I remember I woke up the next day and I went to my mom. I'm like, pinch me. I don't think this is real.
Yeah.
I don't think this is real. But as time went by, I started realizing that God gave me this opportunity for a reason.
Oh yeah.
But the first day I was shocked. I was still in shock, but at the same time, I was excited.
Yeah. Wow. So now, if you were to be Miss South Africa, what's that first thing that you're gonna do?
The first thing I'll do, it's okay. There's a lot that I want to do.
Yeah.
But I would want to visit places that I've started as Miss Teen.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I would want to go back to through my organization, I've been to Lesedi Potlan Primary School to donate school shoes, clothes. Yeah, I've been to orphanages, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the first thing I would do is go back there
to those
show
places.
Those people that you guys have shown me love, and I'm here to bring it back to you guys.
Nice.
I would love to do that.
Wow. So obviously we do know as people there are people they motivate us, they inspire us. Who are some of those people that you can say that you look up to?
My mom and my sister.
Wow, your mom and your sister.
Definitely. Yeah. They've inspired me in so many ways.
Yeah.
They've shown me how to become a leader. They've shown me how to become the person I want to be.
Yeah.
They've shown me how to be who I am for me and not for anyone else. And also how to be focused, how to stay in my lane, how to draw the line as well. So I've learned so much from them.
Your sister, man, she's such a very big fan of you, yours, man.
She is.
Yo, man, like she's hands on.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So now, Faribua Faga support system, it is something a lot of people have like you. When you started with the whole pageantry thing, were they supportive? Like, were they seeing the vision?
They were, but at the same time, I feel like they had to see where I can go in order for them to support me to that level. But they've tried in so many ways, including my brothers, my uncles, my grandmas. Like, they would vote every time I say, "Hey, competition."
Can I go vote?
They would vote. Yeah, they would definitely vote. My uncles, they would travel with me everywhere. So the supportive system has been great.
So now, if you were to give that one person their flowers right now, at this moment, who would it be?
My sister.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
My sister. She's been through the most with me, even though she's far from my mom and I. Yes.
Yeah.
We're in Gauteng and she's in Limpopo.
Yeah.
But she tries her level best to be there for me, whether kikadi outfit, whether traveling, whether anything, she's there. She always sends money and be like, do this, do that. Even though I'm lazy, she'll literally shout at me like, Boitshepo, you need to
let's
push.
Let's go.
This is not a game, you need to push yourself. You said that you want to be in this industry, you need to push.
Go for it. Wow. I think we need such people in our lives, and it's not get to have a support system like this one. I must say, you are very fortunate to be having a very strong support system. But then now there are some families where they do not believe in this thing, modeling, entertainment. what is it that you would tell them? Now, let us not only put our focus more young people, but then there are also parents. There are young people who want their parents to support them. But then if you were to say something to Batswadi Bailahoreng, they do not believe or no. Actually, someone can make a living, a career out of being a model.
I'll say give that person a chance. Give that person a chance. From my experience, I had to prove myself to my parents that I can do this and I can be here. But with your support, it will be impossible. But I literally tried my best every time to show them that this is what I want. But without your support, I can't go to that point. I can't reach that point. So what they have to do is they have to push themselves and also prove to their parents or friends or whoever is supporting them, this is what I want and I know I can do this. But at the same time, without your support, I cannot do that.
Wow, nice. I just want to know, how has this title changed your life, man?
It has changed my life in so many ways. It has put me in positions where I never thought I would be. It has opened doors where I never thought I would walk in, you know. It has given me opportunities such as going to Miss South Africa. I never thought that I would be in
we actually met there.
But at that time, I didn't have such a title where I could be in the VVIP.
Of
and then
Miss South Africa.
And with the Miss Teen Grand and Miss Teen Universal, I got to be there. It has given me opportunities where I got to meet people that I never thought I'd meet. You know, I'm here with you. I never thought I would be here.
True.
I've done photo shoots. I've done radio interviews with Pelly.
You've been on different newspapers.
I have, and there's still more to come.
There is still more indeed to come. There are a lot of things out of being Miss Teen. What are some of the challenges as a young woman who's coming from the townships?
Sometimes I tend not to be an outspoken person. So I suffer a lot inside by not speaking. But my advice to young adults is that learn to speak up, but at the same time learn how to draw the line. There are certain people where you can't go to them and like talk about personal things, but at the same time there's like therapy, there's friends, there's family. Learn how to speak up, learn how to talk to people, and also at the same time learn how to tell yourself, I'm not in this position for nothing. I'm in this position to learn about certain things. I'm in this position because God trusted me with this. It might come with difficulties, but you need to learn how to push yourself, because at the same time, growing up, you'll be at a certain point where you'll be alone in life. So you need to learn how to submit yourself to certain things that don't put you in comfortable positions. So you need to work on yourself, your mental health, and put yourself first.
Wow, mental health is a very serious issue. This is the second time because of we find ourselves a more position where you feel like the world just doesn't care about you. You know, when you are sitting alone, especially in your room alone, and there's no one, you gather all these thoughts, and at that moment, if you are weak, you might find yourself putting your life at risk. So it's something that we also have to emphasize, Mogoyone. And I am glad your organization, it's also one of the organizations mental health. So man, I must say a very big shout out for being a young person and tackling those kind of social illnesses. But then now there's a young person that's sitting at home, would like to see themselves one of the good days. What is your message, Mohobone?
Hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. It doesn't matter if you have a supportive system or not. If you believe in yourself, you can do that.
True.
Put yourself first and be the change you want to see.
Be the change that you want to see. Wow. And yeah, man, you've heard it from Boitshepo. So on some of the things I would like to ask you, what would you like to be remembered with? Like your legacy. When we think of it's either the Bilamo Foundation or when we think of Boitshepo Lamola.
It definitely has to be my brand.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like my brand represents who I am.
Oh yeah.
I didn't come up with this brand just Felanji, just for Miss T or Miss Teen Grand or what, yeah. But I feel like it speaks about me. It tells my story in different ways. As I said, as the youth, we go through so much, and I've also been there, and this is why I've came up with this brand.
Aeroplane, can you remove Soshanguve? Okra, somewhere. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
So I feel like my brand carries who I am and also my name. And I also want to say, Hori, in this brand, I also carry young lives that are coming.
Yeah, true.
As I've been saying throughout this podcast, is that let's plant seeds for generations.
Oh,
to
yeah.
So on my brand, my Bilamo Foundation, I do have such boards like this where I would create a whole board for, let's say I go to a school and I would ask young kids or teachers to like put their names or like signatures on my brand and stuff like that. So I feel like my brand represents
it carries a lot also. Wow. So now I just love the fact that now the pageants are no longer about the beauty, they're about the impact that you go out there and put in the community, especially where you come from. But then now for such big titles, obviously you are not only supposed to focus more your community fella, but then it's broad, hence it's universal. You understand? But then man, I must say, Hore, you are an inspiration. There are a lot of people who are looking up to you. There are a lot of people that you are going to inspire with this interview at home. But then what's your message to young people sitting at home doing nothing who want to get to where you are today?
As I said, I believe in being the change you want to see. Step out of your comfort zone. Do what you want to do. It doesn't matter if it's hard or not. Put yourself in that position where you feel like it's difficult, but that difficult point will get you to where you want to be.
Yeah, you are going to go Peru. I think we've mentioned it. You are going go Peru. You are going to be representing us as Africa Bogwa, and I must say, man, that's very big. All the countries will be there, as you have also mentioned. You are someone who represent Africa Bogwa, and how can we assist as South Africans to make sure that Peru successful?
Okay, so with this title, I also go with my brand. So I would love people to like donate sanitary pads, clothes, school shoes, school uniform. It doesn't matter if it's back to school now, but like during the year, they're like difficult times for other households and parents.
True.
Yeah. So I would love for people to help me by donating clothes, school shoes, school books, stuff like that, sanitary pads. And if you'd love to help me with that, you can contact me on any social media, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. My handles are Boitshepo Lamola.
Boitshepo Lamola. Simple as that, man. Miss Manager, you want to add something?
What's that actually inspirational thought that you put whenever you do this community work?
What's that inspirational thought
that gives you, that you actually get into doing this community work?
Oh, into this community work,
It definitely has to be how I see these kids looking at me. So earlier today, I went to Lesedi Potlani Primary School and I was donating school books and stationery.
Yeah.
And I saw how the kids were looking up to me.
Yeah.
I saw how they were looking at me, how they were cheering.
Yeah.
You know, it also gave me that motivation to keep going. It also gave me that mindset. You know what? There are people that want to be in my position. There are people that want to get to where I am, but they can't reach to that level. And this is why I also have Bilamo models. Is to help young kids to become who they want to be. It doesn't matter if you want to be an international model, a pageant model, a fashion model. We all do that. It's under the same category. So we are there to help you.
Wow, man, such inspirational words coming from you. We are just going to be closing it, but then lastly, I know we will, but then I would like to also emphasize it more. What would you like to be remembered with? Now, looking at the camera.
Okay, definitely my brand and my name. As I said, with my brand, I carry myself, and also with this title, I do not carry myself, but my brand, my name, and my country as a whole.
Wow. A very big shout out to you, and thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us on this platform. It is an honor to be having you. And everything that you touch, may it turn into gold. And yeah, man, may you continue on inspiring and motivating a lot of young girls who are there at different disadvantaged backgrounds, as you have also mentioned. Either you have a support structure or you don't. Just believe in yourself and believe in the work that you do. And thank you so much once more for coming through, man. And
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, there was Ms. Teen Universal South Africa 2024. Boitshepo Lamola on our platform. It is indeed a Culture Spotlight podcast. If you would like to comment, just make sure that you leave your comment out there, as much as subscribing and liking us across all social media platforms, across young person, follow dreams. It is possible. If she can do it, you can also do it.
This station plays reality from the ghetto to society.
Mutu, shoot, DJ Percy, Percy Sleash SA mo space in sa gago. Mo gapa di khomotsana tsa sakeng. Monato senkana ka sepe. Say my name, baby.
P.S.
Say my name, baby.
Pace Sleash.
It's entertainment time.
Damn.